What's up? It's your boy, Big Reg, coming to you once again from the shadow of the big house in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Breaking news, folks. And we're here to recap and bring it all to you. Joining me for this second, I don't remember, third edition of the From the Shadow of the Big House in 2022. First, as always, producer Jay Bizzle.
Yo. Not only this, but we got to talk about that basketball team.
Ooh. Ned's joining us once again. Coming off stuff he was doing somewhere with some people. The one, the only, nameless guest.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Just a long day. And don't let this fatigue and low energy of the current moment fool you. Very, very happy Michigan Wolverine here, celebrating the great news. Very, very good stuff.
Look at this guy. He's got like 3 pillows. That's how tired he is over there. Wow. Thanks. Joining us. From parts unknown, place unknown. The one, the only JC from Sunnyside.
What's going on, Big Reg? A big happy new year to you. Big happy Lunar New Year to all that celebrating the year of the tiger. Oh, everybody just keep wishing me a happy new year, and it's February 5th, bro. Come on, enough already.
Come on, man. It's Lunar New Year. Come on, it's the year of the tiger. Rah! I want to raise my glass to all the other fellow year of the tigers like me. Big ups to all of y'all. And finally, the man who's been bugging us to do an update. Oh, my goodness gracious. Has been blowing up our text. The one, the only, Mr. Squarehead.
Hey, Reg. Can't wait for 2023. I'm excited. Michigan has officially become a women's college basketball school. We are ranked in the top 5, I believe, or maybe top 10. But I'm excited to follow the women's college basketball team.
I raised my glass so far. The women's basketball team and the finest season they've had so far, and the success that they've had behind the superstar. I can't remember her name though.
Nas Hillman.
There you go, Nas. There you go. But we're gonna kick things off first with the men's program led by the one, the only Coach Big Nook Juwan Howard. Gentlemen, we're coming off our second straight loss. This time to the number 4 ranked Purdue Boilermakers on the road. So I posed the first question in our discussion is this: can these Michigan Wolverines make the NCAA tournament?
This is raw.
It's going to be a tough one, I think. We needed another quad 1 win somewhere. We played Purdue at home because they rescheduled it. So hopefully we can take that. Hey, we played well. We played well. We didn't play enough to win, obviously, but compared to other games that we've seen against the top-ranked team, we played pretty well. But it's gonna be a tight one. It's gonna be a tight one. Who knows?
Me thinks it might be a little too late for just moral victories. Although you're right, starting to shape up and play against top tier competition. I mean, that's good, but Jay Bizzle, you know it. We need more. We're running out of time and we need more. It's not looking good. Not this year.
And when Jace Howard has to be your spark plug, when your 2 5-stars are just playing, they're not even combined to be like 5-star. Like they're terrible.
So are you saying they're like 2.5 stars each? Is that what you're trying to say?
Maybe together they're like 4, a 4-star or a 3-star. I mean, Caleb Houston was supposed to be a lottery pick at the end of this year. He may need to play the lottery to be a millionaire.
Oh, God.
Come on now. Come on. Oh, gosh. Just Devontae Jones. What are you doing? What are you doing on defense?
He doesn't play defense. What are you talking about?
We have no supporting cast around Hunter Dickinson. Once Hunter Dickinson is out of the picture, we just have no idea what we're doing in offense. And if we're too reliant on just one star player, doesn't mean that, it's a good team, right? Great player, but not a great team.
This team is horrible. Hard to watch. This is an ultimate failure all around. I mean, I told you guys, you can't go from a preseason number 4 ranked team and not make the tourney. It's just horrible. And you guys, I know someone's going to say, oh, rankings don't matter. Who cares? Dude, you cannot go from a top 5 team to unranked and not make the tourney. It's never happened. Give me a break. It's an ultimate failure all the way around. There are no positives. No positives. Screw the moral victory. Who cares? We lost by 6 to a top 4 Purdue team. So what? So what? This team is horrible. It's hard to even. It's. I watched the game. It's hard, dude. Despite the fact that this team is horrible, I watched every single game. These games are so hard to watch. The way they move the ball, all they do is just basically move the ball around the perimeter and then dump it into Dickinson and hope he does his left-handed hook. This team is horrible, man.
Oh boy. Where do you hang most of the blame for the way this team is going? I have a couple things. One is just overall consistency. They're just so inconsistent in the way they play. The only person that has somewhat any semblance of consistency is Hunter Dickinson. Everybody else, I mean, up and down at best. And then the second thing is our perimeter defense is horrible this season. It's just absolutely atrocious. You just kind of mentioned it before, but Devontae Jones, oh man, he's just, yeah.
Yo, how old is Devontae Jones? He looks like he's 45, man.
Come on.
Someone got to check. Has he been in college for 15 years?
Stop it. No.
He is a super senior, yes. He is a super senior.
He's a super senior.
No way. But the two things he does not do well is defend and pass the ball. I mean, let's just be honest about it. Like, when can you name me the last time that Devontae Jones had a good passing game? You know what I mean? Where he kept the offense moving and going. So just seeing how he has struggled gives me that much more appreciation for Mike Smith and what he did last season, even given all of his, limitations. I thought, looking at the way he's performed versus Devontae Jones, I'm like, man, oh man, I'd give so much credit now to Mike Smith and what he was able to accomplish.
But Devontae Jones, I mean, he was the Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year. He was the number 1 option, 19 plus points a game. So he's still rewiring himself to be like, I can't be a score first point guard. I got to distribute the ball, but he just can't do it.
Yeah, he cannot. I can't. No,
he can't. And his defense, like his hips are just a little too big. Like he can't get his hips turned.
What?
Reminds me of remember John Bagley, the old NBA player, little pudgy.
Little pudgy. Well,
yeah.
He was a pear.
I mean, at the very least, he gives us a little scoring punch. Caleb Houston, my man Caleb Houston, he can't rebound. He can't create his own shot. 5-star. I mean, I saw him try to take it to the basket a little bit toward the second half, but gosh, unless you're wide open, there's nothing else that you offer. There's nothing else you offer the team unless you're wide open. And how did he get evaluated as a 5-star? He can't post. He can't create his own shot. He can't defend.
I mean, against little high school kids, he's gonna be a 5-star. When you get to college and
In Canada, yeah.
and then
Come on, man. He played in Florida. Come on, man.
and then in the Big
International
10,
competition.
in the Big Ten, it's not gonna work, right? It doesn't work because you have to have guards that are solid that are on there. But I think out of this Purdue game, Musa Diabate has shown me that he is so unrefined, and he only played 17 minutes, scored 2 points, but basically he was kind of worthless out there, and they pulled him quickly on there. This team is too young. It's too young. We thought that we could reload, but just bringing in young guys in, it's not going to solve the problem. You're taking a huge step down defensively when Franz is gone, when Sean D is gone, when Mike Smith is gone. Eli Brooks is not the leader that we're imagining him to be. He's trying, but at the same time, you can tell that he's kind of frustrated with a lot of the stuff. So I don't know what else to expect from this team. I'm hoping that we squeak in, but realistically, even if we squeak in, first round, second round at most, at any possibility of a miracle happening is the only way that I think this season will happen. So just gear up for the NIT and let's prepare for next year.
The opportunities will be there, right? We get MSU at home, Purdue at home, OSU at home. We still have to play. We play Penn State. We'll play Iowa. So the opportunities are there. I just don't know if we have enough firepower.
We need
All
5
losses.
They're saying we need 5 wins to have any chance of being able to get in.
No way.
No chance.
No way. It
No
needs
chance.
a miracle Big Ten championship run.
Yes.
Big Ten tournament run. That's it.
Yeah. Basically win the tournament and get in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're gonna go in just based off of the regular season, we have to sweep those big games. Sweep Purdue, MSU, OSU. Have any
Impossible.
shot at going in without winning the 20. And yeah, like you guys are saying, it's a tough ask. I'll never say impossible. I'll never say impossible.
This is
but
impossible.
I will acknowledge it is gonna be tough.
All right, here we go. The rest of the schedule at Penn State on Tuesday.
Easy
Purdue at
enough.
home. Purdue at home. On
Maybe.
Thursday. Saturday, Ohio State at home. Next Thursday, at Iowa, at Wisconsin, Rutgers at home, Illinois at home, Michigan State at home, Iowa at home, and ending off at Ohio State.
No. Go.
Wow.
You know what? No, we've got enough of those tough games at home.
No.
That maybe if we could steal 4 of them,
We could end the season on a 7-game losing streak. And then you know what has to start. There's a new fan club that might be starting.
Oh gosh.
Oh, stop it.
No way. No way.
Ultimate failure.
No.
Ultimate
It is bad.
failure.
Do you think this is a worse failure than 7 years of Jim Harbaugh?
Oh, epic fail.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Wait, what? What was the question?
His claim of being a preseason top 4 team and not even making the tournament is a worse failure than 7 years of Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, because one's
no.
fail.
What?
Yeah, that's easy. The other thing is not a fail. It's a glorious run.
7 years of Jim Harbaugh is a glorious run.
Best
Oh
coach
my-
in the Big Ten.
Had to get him started.
Well, now that we both
Musa. Patience, Lord. Give me patience.
let's move on then and hope for the best from the basketball team the rest of the way. Let's move on to the next topic of discussion: the return of Jim Harbaugh. as the head football coach of the Michigan Wolverines football program. Gentlemen, after his dalliance with the NFL, specifically with the Minnesota Vikings, Jimmy Harbs has said, you know what? No more. No more. I wash my hands of the Super Bowl dreams. My only dream now is to bring a national championship to the University of Michigan. Gentlemen, I throw it to you. What is your state of mind and what is the condition of your hearts as you learned the news that Jim Harbaugh was going to return as head coach for the Michigan Wolverines?
I'm with Michigan Nation. I'm elated. We are elated that we have our fearless leader coming back home. And the one just thing that has rubbed me the wrong way is I do not take kindly to the mudslinging from some peripheral players who don't really know, the inner workings of our program. They're not the Bacons of the world. How do you say it, JC? Somebody.
What did Bacon
Gardner.
say? What did Bacon say?
No, what I'm saying is he's not one of the buffoons that are piling on, just spewing out junk and filth.
Well,
like
did Bacon refute them? I mean, did he say anything that refutes what these people are saying? Just because Bacon didn't say anything doesn't mean he's.
Oh, please!
Come on, man. Come on, man. You can't date someone for 7 years and then be like, hey, I'm going to go on a blind date with this shiny new thing. And then when they reject you, come back and say, oops, I'm sorry. That was a one-time fling. I still love you, baby. Come on, man. We knew he was 1 foot out the door. If Minnesota had said yes, he'd be gone. And now he's coming back and saying, oh, Michigan was always in my heart. Come on, man. He didn't even show his face during signing day. During signing day, there was no sighting of Michigan's Jim Harbaugh. How do you think other people are going to recruit? Hey, 5-star. You think Jim Harbaugh is going to stick around? He has 1 foot out the door already. He's already going on blind dates. Come on, man. Don't be fooled by this fraud. He came back with his tail between his legs because he couldn't get the offer that he was expecting.
Oh, the false narratives just continue to abound. What is going on here? I don't see any attrition.
You don't. But there's no one. Nobody's out there refuting it. Even the Harbaugh supporters aren't. They're not coming out saying no. Jim Harbaugh always wanted to be at Michigan.
There's nothing to refute.
No one's saying that.
Oh my gosh! Even the recruits know that. Like this is college football, man. Like we could be but we could be so lucky to have a program that wants our coaches. My goodness.
Yo, do you see Nick Saban saying he's going to the NFL every time he wins a championship?
Yeah.
Come on, man. This
Mel
guy doesn't
Tucker
want to
would
be
kill
here.
for an offer. These bozos would kill to get looked at even once. Oh my goodness.
Looked at where?
By anyone above. They would just kill for even just a mention in some weak tweet somewhere. But everyone else's are just clowns and phonies. Harbs is the real deal. Come on, man.
If you believe January 6th was a non-violent protest, a peaceful march, then I can't convince you otherwise.
Oh my gosh, that's not even appropriate. Anyways, to just put a 2 cents in there of someone who was definitely like, if Harbaugh goes to NFL, okay, bye. Like, let's find someone. And him coming back and being like, well, I guess, it doesn't require a whole rebuild after this. As that person who's more concerned about actual team play and everything that's happened, I don't care who the head coach is anymore. I just want us to win. So whoever it is, let's just keep going with any kind of momentum we have. We have JJ coming through. I'm more concerned about JJ versus Cade. That's what I'm more concerned about.
Nah.
Come on.
Come
All right.
on.
Come on, producer JB. I just want to win. I just want to win. It's a little naive and too simplistic. Like it's all connected.
Get
It
that out of
matters
there.
who's
Get that
at the helm.
garbage out of here. Get that garbage out of here. I just want to
Come
win.
on. I just want to win. Of course, we all want to win.
I just want.
That's a cop out. That's like a
That's what I said
straddling
when
of the
Brady Hoke
fence.
was around. When
Who-
Rich Rod was around, we just
Hey,
want to win.
who cares what the head coach is if we don't win? We gotta win.
But it
Who
matters.
cares if Bruce Springsteen is his Shidoshi? Okay, come on.
Look, I'm just gonna say, Squarehead had my ear a little bit because I had a little bit of mixed emotions because it kind of dragged on a little longer than I thought it should have. Because after a while, like, make it clear. But I was a little emotional, and I was like, "Hey, if you're gonna go, just go." But I just started to reflect a little bit. I was like, you know what? We all explore opportunities. Who doesn't explore opportunities? Who
No,
doesn't?
you don't. Not if your heart is in where you are. Like I said, man, you've been dating a girl
Everybody.
you love. Oh, give me a
Everybody.
break.
Tom Brady
No.
explored an opportunity, right?
He
Mel
explored an
Tucker explored
opportunity
an
when?
opportunity to come to
When
Michigan.
did he explored an opportunity when he was done at the Patriots?
Everybody looks around to see, hey, I want to win a Super Bowl. I was close. And that taste is something that I want to taste, right? The pinnacle of the sport. So I get it. In reflection, I understand. Then I asked myself, how did he go about sharing this? Was he upfront, honest? I was like, you know what? Harbaugh has always been honest with players, with the media. He didn't get around the bush. Every player, every assistant says he was upfront. All the recruits they all say he was upfront. So glad to have him back. Glad to have him as our head of our snake. And onward, playoffs is going to be something that we talk about being in contention for every single year from now on at the University of Michigan.
No one's saying that he wasn't honest. You know, the only thing that he wasn't honest about is afterwards when he said, my heart has always been with Michigan. Come on, man. You even just said everybody likes to explore.
And
then why didn't he just come out and say, hey, look, I wanted to go, and it didn't work out, so I'm back.
My heart is at Michigan, and I'll be here as long as you want. It's basically what he said.
Man. Look, man, he
I
caught
serve
lightning in a
at the
bottle one
pleasure
year.
of the university.
He caught lightning bottle in 1 year with Mike McDonald, and then Gaddis finally came around. He did very well unexpectedly, and so he took that opportunity to try and go to the NFL. He got one interview. Come on, man. You know he couldn't make it, so he just came back. If you're saying he's going to be honest, he should have said, look, I want to go to the NFL. It didn't work out, so I'm back. Don't make it sound like you always wanted to be at Michigan.
He clearly wanted to go to the NFL. I don't think he was not denying that.
Why didn't he say that then? If he's so honest, why didn't he say I want to go to the NFL?
He explored like we all do. We explore.
You know who doesn't explore? Franklin doesn't explore because his team tanked and nobody wanted him anymore. There's a lot of people who would love to explore, but nobody wants them. All right, Jimmy, I just got to say.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
I love you, Jimmy.
Boy,
Welcome
right.
home, baby.
Did I see a
I
little
love
tongue?
you. I love you.
Keep the tongue in your mouth, please.
Come on. This is a family show.
That's one step too far, sir.
One step too far.
Too far.
Okay, delete that.
I mean, I don't understand what Squarehead wants. Do you want him to be on his knees, like begging for forgiveness from the university?
Nah.
No,
Square hates the
I don't
man.
want that. I want him to leave. He doesn't. Come on, man. Where's a bagman from Peaburg when I need him here to speak the truth? At least he speaks the truth.
Well,
none of us.
I did a message Bagman, and he said, before Harbaugh made a decision, he said, one, Harbaugh's making the worst decision of his career, because Bagman thought you can go to the NFL, but you won't be any good. You should stay at Michigan. And then when he did decide to go back to Michigan, then he was like, whatever's. So
Look, man.
Bagman has proven himself to be wrong on many occasions, and
Look,
admittedly.
Look, I would have much rather Harbaugh just stayed at Michigan. I mean, he is going to be staying at Michigan, but just got a new contract. Use the Big Ten championship and the CFP performance to say, look, I deserve a better contract. I want more money long term. Without this NFL BS, like JC from Sunnyside said, why drag it on? There were so many reports. Okay, so NFL wants him. The Los Angeles, the Vegas Raiders want him. Miami wants him. Just come out and say, look, I want to go, but my heart is at Michigan, and I'm going to stay here. Why fly to Minnesota and take an interview? Why wait? Well, I don't know how many weeks. 3 weeks? You know how many?
It's not on Jim. Do you know how the process works?
Dude,
I mean, it's not up to him setting the timetable.
No,
only the haters would characterize it this way.
No, I'm not saying it was on Jim. If he wanted to stay, he should have just stayed. I'm going to stay.
But you go through the process to see it through to make the final decision. I mean, and even the recruits knew that. I mean, hey, you either believe him or you don't.
You guys think if he got an offer, of Minnesota, he would stay? Turn it down?
I think if Minnesota showed him that they were 100% convicted the way he was feeling, yeah, he might have taken that offer, and I would have been a very sad Wolverine. Very possible. But it didn't shake out that way. And now we can celebrate because, we're building something, and it's just the beginning, as you said. It's so convenient for these haters to just celebrate.
Where did you read?
And enjoy the Buckeye wins and the future glory to come. Where are you going to be? You're going to love it.
Where did you read that Jim Harbaugh did not feel it because they weren't 100% as excited as he was?
Gosh, do you not keep up like JC from Sunnyside? Do you not read every single article out there?
That's what I'm saying. No, my point is that you believe those articles, but you don't believe all the other ones. Come on, man. Do you get your news? You get your news just from one source?
Oh my gosh! Shut up for a second. Muting.
Whoa! Don't take it personal.
Muting you.
Dude, don't take it personal.
Muting you.
Come on, man.
Muting you.
Just get in your words,
show among friends.
Say it.
Anyways.
Hey, don't get razzled.
Did you read the Mitch Albom article?
I did.
And what did you think about that? That was all lies?
When did I ever say anybody lied? I'm just saying, you got to read every single article and don't just say one side of the aisle is all lies and the other isn't.
Oh. You got quotes from Chris Sims. Chris Sims of all people. You use that as validity in terms of what Jim Harbaugh's motivation was all about?
Hey,
painful. Painful.
I read as many articles as I can find.
Oh, you sound like an anti-vaxxer. I'm sorry. Pains me to hear it and say it. Oh my goodness. You sound like someone asking for ivermectin right now. My God.
First of all, I'm boosted. Second of all, you can't. Why do you guys say certain articles are mudslinging and lies, but others aren't?
Consider the source.
But the source is, even if it's Chris Sims, he's not some like couch potato tweeting.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. Chris Sims, isn't he an ESPN analyst?
No, he's not.
He's not.
Come on, man.
That's how bad your sources are. That's how bad your research is.
No, so Chris Sims is a nobody. Chris Sims is a nobody.
He's got a good daddy.
Chris Sims is a nobody.
That's how slanted you are, because you're referencing an article where he's so mad at Jim Harbaugh for something that happened like 15 years ago, where he asked him a dumb question, and he responded by, "Okay, I'm gonna go. Say hi to your dad for me." And he goes, "I hate him forever."
Wait, but when did I ever say that was true and Jim Harbaugh is a jerk, as he said? I never said that. Just because I read that article.
Anyway,
I never said that.
back to the
I never
point.
said that.
Back to the point.
Hold up.
Right now.
I mean, Mr. Squarehead, this is just so puzzling. I'm bewildered. He's telling us, look, you got to take me objectively. I'm objective because I've read every article, but yet refuse to look back and just think about all the ridiculous things you said throughout the course of the last 3 years.
I never said take me objective. I hate Harbaugh. I'm
this-
the most subjective person here.
And
But what I'm saying is, you guys, if you're gonna say certain articles are mudslinging and garbage, and certain articles are not, how do you distinguish the two?
Oh my gosh. There's gonna be no convincing you, Mr. Squarehead.
Hey,
There's just
watch-
no convincing you.
I'm
Hey,
not
you
even
guys need to-
interested in it.
you guys
I'm not
need
even
to
interested
watch-
in convincing you.
You
No.
guys need
Couldn't
to
be
watch.
less interested.
You guys need to watch CNN and Fox News. All right.
What is going on right now?
Don't just watch Fox News. Watch
Yeah, I love
CNN
it.
too.
Love it. I feel like I'm watching a Joe Rogan debate right now.
I know. Jeez Louise. I'm unsubscribing from this podcast.
Oh gosh. Well, let me throw another little twist into the mix. What effect do you think, if any, do you think the Brian Flores lawsuit had on the process that the Minnesota Vikings took with Jim Harbaugh? Because here's my speculation. Flores, files his lawsuit the day before Harbaugh's interview, where he calls the various interview processes led by the New York Giants and et cetera, as shams, because they had already gone into the interview process with a pre-selected candidate, if you will. All reports going into Harbaugh's interview with the Minnesota Vikings almost characterized it as a formality, that they were already kind of leaning or already decided on Harbaugh, but all they had to do was go in, interview for one last time, and then, sign the papers, if you will. So what effect, if any, do you think Brian Flores lawsuit that was filed the day before Harbaugh's interview had on the Minnesota Vikings thinking or on the process? Because once Harbaugh got there, from different accounts that I've read, it said that all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, maybe I shouldn't say all of a sudden, but maybe unexpectedly, the process became much more rigorous and formalized than what Harbaugh was expecting to be the case going into the interview on Wednesday. So my hypothesis is the Minnesota Vikings were like, yo, we don't want to get sued or dragged into this kind of suit like the New York Giants, who run a crooked operation. So we're going to vet each candidate that much more thoroughly. And then Harbaugh was like, yo, what is going on right now? I thought this was a done deal. I'm not feeling the love. And I think he got a little bit, little bit defensive. And I think that's where it broke down. It was like, yo, I'm not feeling it. And then the Vikings were like, yo, I'm not feeling you. And then all of a sudden they were like, yo, we're not feeling each other. So like, I'm out of here. Hello, Ward. I'm back, baby, if you want me back. And I think that's
Who's your source? Who's your source?
Right here.
There's no
Right here.
source. This is a good
This is
speculative question. He's not making any kind of assertions here.
I'm talking about the like somebody reported saying this is what Minnesota did and this is what Harbaugh went in there and said, I'm not feeling it. There was an article about that.
There was actually.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bunch of articles saying that somewhere during the interview process during the day, it started off great, but then all of a sudden it started turning sour by the end of it. And then by the end of it, both sides were like, man, it's not going to work. So that much I read on various different websites, various different, commentaries, et cetera. Everyone from Ian Rappaport to Adam Schefter, et cetera, et cetera.
Reputable sources there, by the way.
I
Big Reg,
I hope Chris Sims doesn't bring it up.
So, Big Reg, I'm inclined to. I was inclined to not thinking there was much to that, but the more you spoke on it, I could actually imagine how it could like snake through that way, because that those same articles that detail this visit, I mean, I was what 6+ hours. I mean, it was long ass day. I mean, that's a little bit unusual in and of itself. It's noteworthy at minimum. Okay, 6+ hours, and that's where the whole thing where, hey, I'm fully convicted. Are you freaking fully convicted after 6 hours of this crap, this back and forth? Okay, you know, I could see it breaking down after a whole day. Like, you have to have a meal in between there too. I mean, that's a freaking. We're gonna have lunch. Gonna talk 3-4 more hours more. Okay, I follow you a little bit. Highly speculative, but I could see it.
But you get what I'm saying, though? 'Cause
Yeah.
if I'm Harbaugh and I'm going in with the mindset of, yo, you know, this is just formality. You know, I've gotten through the back channels. My old assistant GM from the San Francisco days got along with great. He's bringing me in for the interview. I'm getting all the back channel information that's saying like, yo, Jimmy Harbs, you're looking great, baby. Just come on down. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting down in front of him, and all of a sudden it's getting a little bit like, huh? And then by the end of the day, I'm like, and they're like, and then we're both like, nah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like seriously, how much more is there to ask after 5-6 hours? What the frick? What more do you need to ask? Do you really want me? You want me after 6 hours? What the frick?
Exactly.
So can I say something here?
Yeah, you
is that allowed?
Go ahead.
Is that allowed, or am I going to get muted?
I will try to mute you if you babble.
Because the producer takes things personally.
I'm going to mute you right now.
Let me ask you this. If the Minnesota Vikings really wanted Harbaugh, and Harbaugh really wanted to go there, and this Flores thing came up, and they're like, all right, now, hey, look, it ain't just hey, hoo-ha, you know, it's a done deal. We got to go through this formality. 6 hours, 8 hours, 14 days, whatever it is. Why does it matter? Why wouldn't Jim Harbaugh just say, hey, let's just go through the formality? Why would it bother him so much? Like, hey, I'm not feeling this. Why do I have to go through this formality? Can someone explain that to me? Why would it matter?
Think about it this way. One of the biggest, well, I'll put it this way. It would be one of the highest profile hires in the offseason. The fact that you are hiring Jim Harbaugh. And then everybody's going to say, wait a minute. All month we've been hearing that, actually maybe not all month, but for a while now, even before he got in there to do a formal interview, we've been hearing that Harbaugh's the guy. So that's just another example of a sham interview process where the Rooney Rule is just a formality. Nobody's taking it seriously. So I could see whoever minority candidate that was being interviewed by the Minnesota Vikings as part of the Rooney Rule would say, hey, this is BS. You guys already decided on Harbaugh. Brian Flores, let me jump in on your class action lawsuit. Now, all of a sudden, the Minnesota Vikings have a huge distraction on their hands. So that's something that they have to take into account. Because you got to remember, it's no small deal to deal with these kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Like the New York Football Giants, clearly they did some just dirty business, absolutely dirty business, and they should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, honestly, the Giants are just a disgusting organization. I think we can all agree on that.
Let the facts play out. Let the facts play out. Let the facts play out.
Oh, come on. Well, we all know that they're going to be paying Brian Flores a lot of money. So I'll raise my glass to justice.
There is one thing for sure that we know as Michigan football fanatics / semi-professional podcasters on this, that we know that Harbaugh is.
Before you even go on, you got to take semi-professional out of there entirely. Nobody's getting paid from this. There's no semi or professional involved here at all. This is just all animal. Come on, man. Let's keep it real.
Okay.
Continue.
As I write taxes off for my travels to Miami for the playoff game and this hat, I'm gonna.
You're getting audited. You're definitely getting audited.
Anyways, there's it. Regardless of any speculations. Wow, Squarehead just. Regardless of any speculations, we know Jim Harbaugh probably decently well because the guy's weird. He's just weird. There's nothing that denies story after accounts that Jim Harbaugh is weird. So yeah, I think him going to this interview process, as soon as he doesn't feel that it's all in on Jim Harbaugh, he's gonna be like, "Oh, sorry, I gotta go." It's like similar to the squarehead reference of that article where he blows off Chris Sims because he tries to ask him about Colin Kaepernick's contract situation. He'd be like, "Nope, sorry, gotta go." Like that much I know Jim Harbaugh would do if he's not feeling it. He would never jump into a situation and be like, "You guys are lukewarm on me, but I want to be in the NFL, so I'm going to take this job." As soon as he got a semblance of that, he's peace out. That's as much as I know. Whether it was intentional because of the Rooney Rule or anything like that, I know for sure that Jim Harbaugh would pull that kind of stunt and be like, I'm not satisfied. I'm leaving. Bye."
I mean, I could see the logic and reasoning around the timing of the lawsuit and what happened. But I think in some cases, there's one love, right? This is the thing I love the most. But can't there be room in this case? Like, I want to explore winning a Super Bowl, but yet I still love the University of Michigan. And I think that's true, right? And he loves the University of Michigan. I don't think there's a doubt in my mind that he loves the University of Michigan. So, yeah, he explored it. Yeah, he wants to win a Super Bowl. And there's Mr. Squarehead again. Maybe on his end, taking things a little bit personally.
No, I was trying to unmute, and then the producer apparently thought that I should not speak anymore because he took some offense to what I was saying. So I'm back now. I guess I can unmute.
You
Mr.
muted
Squarehead,
yourself, bro. You muted yourself.
Mr.
No, what-
Squarehead, Mr. Squarehead, I think I was sharing, like, in your case, in your love life, there was one love, right? At the end of the day, there was one love for you. In Harbaugh's case, he wanted to explore the Super Bowl, but he could still love the University of Michigan. There's space for both.
I understand. But then you guys are saying this guy is the most transparent, honest guy. Then say, I wanted to leave. It didn't work out, so I'm back. Don't say my heart has always been in Michigan. It's always here now. I mean, that's fine. That's fine if you want. I get it. I get he wanted to explore, but then just say, I was trying to explore to see what my options were. I wanted to leave. I want to chase a Super Bowl. It didn't work out.
Hey, did you see the little outline of how when Harbaugh first came on and he gave his commitment, he mentioned something about 7 years, right? And Ward was fully in the know that he was going to give Michigan 7 years, and that there would be a time where he was going to entertain NFL possibilities. I mean, what is the big deal? I mean, I would just also add one little wrinkle. It's not like Michigan showed him like full on 100% love. I mean, I felt like they should have stepped up to the table and like wrapped it up and said, we want you now. Don't go anywhere. And just, I mean, maybe it wouldn't have made a difference, but they did not do that. I'm sorry. And so I don't think we even deserve a Michigan Nation.
Do you think they didn't do that because of the fact that he sucked the first? Okay, I'll take that back. He didn't suck. There's some years that he did decent, but do you think it has to do with the fact that he never beat Ohio State? He never got to the Big Ten championship. He barely beat MSU, maybe once or twice during that 6-year run. His record against ranked opponents was abysmal. I mean, do you think that has to do with the fact that they didn't show Harbaugh much love?
Of course, but the Ward Manuel almost soiled his pants over this. I mean, he almost ruined the whole thing.
Your hatred for Ward is as strong as mine for who.
Yes.
I think both of you are blinded by this, but I'm looking at this Mitch Albom article that you supposedly read, and he says it's quotes. He's quoting from Jim Harbaugh. Mitch Albom says, "There was a tugging at me. I was one stat close to a Super Bowl and didn't get it. some NFL jobs came up on. I was contacted by the Vikings. For better or for worse, it was something I wanted to explore. I went in thinking I'm going to have 100% conviction on this. And if Minnesota, have 100% conviction on this, then it's something I'm going to do. So I don't understand why you're so hung up on, like, he didn't tell the truth. He just said in this article that's what he wanted to do. That's what he's told all his players, coaches, and all the recruits. And, like, you're so hung up on trying to get rid of him, I understand. But he was blatantly open with it. He writes this article, or Mitch Albom writes this article explaining the whole process, and you're still saying he's not transparent? I don't understand. What is your hang up?
The words matter. What he said is not exactly. He didn't say I was looking to leave. Yeah, the words he's saying is saying, yeah, he's interested. I mean, the Super Bowl, I've always wanted to do it. It was, but he's not openly saying I wanted to leave to pursue an opportunity.
What do you?
So you basically want him to say, like, I want to run from the university.
Hey,
yeah, pursue a Super Bowl. Of course, you can't pursue a Super Bowl at the University of Michigan.
hey, come on, guys. You guys know.
You're scraping right now.
You guys know just as well as I do that words matter, and what people say, it matters.
And the word he said was, I was looking to win a Super Bowl. Clearly, that means I'm looking to leave Michigan then, because you're not going to win a Super Bowl at Michigan. Come on, man. This guy.
Words matter. There's reasons why.
So literal to say,
words matter. There are reasons why.
Quit my job. After I quit my job, I want to find a new job. After I find a new job, hopefully I'll have a chance to win the Super Bowl. Is that what you wanted from him? Come on, man.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why people parse interviews and what people say in interviews, because they know words matter.
And you're not listening to the words he said. Listen to the words he said. Listen to the words, baby.
Yeah, listen to the words. What are the words? Read it back. Read it back.
Super Bowl.
Read it back. Read back his quote.
You read it for
It's
yourself.
okay. People are gonna hate, and it's all right. It's totally fine. But I'm on Team Juwan. I'm on Team Aiden. I'm on Team Josh Ross. I'm with everybody else. I'm like JJ, our next QB1, who is saying, that's my coach. All right. Where are you, Harbaugh? Where are you? That's my coach, baby. This is my coach. Okay.
What are you kissing it for?
I just love it. I gotta say a little something. Nameless, I love the fact that you love Harbaugh. But lay off Ward a little bit.
Fine.
I mean, the football program is one aspect, one element of the program that he oversees. The women's basketball program, the women's gymnastics program, the men's basketball program. Come on, Ward is doing a hell of a job here.
Okay, you know what? Fine. But does the women's basketball program pay for everything else? Just all I'm wondering.
Whoa.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Nope. Come on, man. You got to admit, Michigan football is like 85% of their athletic department.
It's like 90.
I get it.
It's more.
I get it.
No, basketball still, come on. Basketball is not like 3%. I say Michigan football 85%, basketball 10%, everything else.
Hey, Michigan football.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I don't want to get muted.
Yeah, you will get muted again. But Nameless, you have to kiss up to Ward now because he has full leverage right now. He's got a crawling Jim Harbaugh coming back. He can pretty much offer him whatever.
Ooh.
You know what?
Harbaugh's coming crawling back?
I don't like Ward.
Harbaugh's definitely crawling back. Definitely. He lost all leverage. He lost all leverage.
Ward can kiss my butt and I will tolerate him, but Jim, he's the man and he's going to lead us to future glory. Go Blue.
Bottom line, Jim was upfront. He said he wanted to leave to win a Super Bowl, but he explored it, came back. He still loves the University of Michigan. He told the people that he needed to tell. He didn't owe me the right explanation.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, that was a drive-by go blue.
He told his players, the recruits, the families, his assistants, the people at the University of Michigan, he was upfront about the process. He didn't need to tell me, Squarehead, Nameless, Big Reg, Producer JB. Didn't matter.
Amen.
Who cares? We got to win. It's the only thing that matters. If he doesn't win for us next year, fire him. Get rid of him.
Whoa.
Lunacy.
I tell you what, this is my way too early preseason.
Oh my
prediction.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
In February.
I think
Oh my
this
gosh.
rallies.
Breakout player of the year already in February.
Oh yeah.
This rallies the Wolverines. This galvanizes, right? This Wolverines team 144.
You're laughing at your own prediction right now. You're laughing at it.
Come on. Who's the breakout player of the year?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
We are going 11-1. 11-1.
Who are we losing to?
Iowa.
How come he's not saying anything?
We have to go to Iowa. Right?
So?
Are we going to
Iowa's
Iowa?
going to be tough.
So?
Nah, man, we blew them out in the Big Ten championship game. Come on, man.
Not in Iowa.
Than they were last season.
They will remember the drubbing. But
I know, but they're not going to be better than they are last season. That's my only thing.
We need a D coordinator.
Oh, that was the last thing I was going to talk about. Do you guys still have any energy left? Who, if anyone, do you think they're going to bring in to become the defensive coordinator, or are they going to promote from the inside?
Promote from within. Within. Keep the system. Let's go.
So who do you promote?
The promotion is going to be the assistant that I said is going to be the key last year, and he was the key.
Oh my gosh.
Clinkstale.
That's not a hot take, though. Everybody's saying Clink.
But I said Clink at the start of last year, the breakout assistant.
Oh my gosh.
Can you actually put like a whiteboard behind you and have all your predictions written down? Just to make sure we know and verify when it actually happened.
all you suckers are laughing at me about making preseason predictions, and here you are asking about who the assistant's gonna be. Come on, man.
That's because they need to
Come
figure
on,
it
man.
out.
Preseason.
Here's my prediction. I think it is going to be Clinksdale. And we'll see we'll see how it goes. Some people are saying the new defensive line coach from Notre Dame, but I don't think it's going to be that gentleman. I think it's going to be Clinksdale. Hopefully, bigger and better from this point forward. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy you got to lock up because he's not like a Michigan man. Ooh, Larry Foote. Actually, that's the other. No, you don't want that guy?
No,
See you shaking your head.
He said he's going back to the NFL.
Okay. I mean, all I meant is that Clink is the kind of guy that's gonna get plucked away somewhere else unless you make him a deal coordinator. So we got to retain him.
Yeah, I mean, the vast improvement that he made in the secondary. I mean, still Vincent Gray had the brain fart in the bowl game versus Georgia, but all in all, the improvement in the secondary, night and day. And now that we're getting, even better athletes back there, I think sky's the limit for the secondary going forward. So I would not mind seeing,
defense is looking shaky. I mean, even with Will the Thrill coming in and all that, I mean, we got some major concerns on D. That's my preseason prediction. Excited to see the QB competition. I think it will be the JJ era. I hope this offense can truly be the juggernaut that it on paper it looks like it could be. But man, that defense needs we need some transfer portal help. We need something that D line needs to get shored up. So help, please.
Front seven is looking a little shaky right now. I'll give you that.
Well, we have a bunch of young guys that are coming through, like Braden McGregor. He's supposed to be. He was the 5-star of that class.
Yep.
Supposed to be.
Got high hopes.
So we'll see. If he turns
Rashawn Benny. Don't forget Rashawn Benny.
And we still got Junior Colson,
It's
Mike Morris. Mike Morris showed out last year a little bit.
yeah, he did.
I mean, we got. I think what isn't another guy Upshaw? Isn't Upshaw coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think-
Cheater's coming back.
But
That's-
Mozzie's got to show up. Mozzie's got to show out.
What do you gotta show? He showed up. He showed up all last year.
Not enough.
He's got to show up.
Oh, wow.
No. He was good. Don't misunderstand. He was very, very good. But I agree with Bizzle. He needs to take like 2 big Mozzie steps forward and show the frick out. He's got to be like Maurice Hurst.
Yeah,
He's got to like barrel through.
Exactly what I'm
Yes.
thinking. Yes.
I think maybe second round draft pick level. He needs to be second round draft pick level.
I mean, I'm surprised Hinton went out. I'm surprised. I thought he
That
could be
hurt.
here. But our defense is young, but dude, those linebackers got to get better. Linebackers for sure need to get better. So we'll see.
You know how we got that stud center from Virginia to come bolster our O-line? That's the kind that we need, one of those guys on the D-line just to slide them over to just add some, to get a shot in the arm. Elkton, where are your guys, man? You were the lead recruiter at Notre Dame. Bring somebody over. Get one stud, and we'll feel better. Just get a stud. We need you.
Bro, your boy was not making a decision. What is Elston supposed to do? He's like sitting there being like, do I have a head coach or not?
Yeah, so we got this off season here. I'm waiting for the next couple of weeks. We'll do another show when big news breaks. Come on, go blue.
Don't worry. I'll identify another tight twitch.
Yes. Yes.
Quick twitch.
I depend on that. If there's one area that I will give JC credit, somewhat reluctantly, I'm starting to believe some of those. You do go a little overboard on the self-patting on the back, but some of these are coming true. I have to admit, some of them are.
I will get you another report after spring ball.
We should put in JC from Sunnyside's name for director of recruiting. You know what I'm saying? With the athletic department.
No, player development.
Oh, or at least analyst.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Grad analyst.
Yeah, grad analyst for JC from Sunnyside.
I know that quick twitch. The quick twitch.
Total remote job from wherever he is. He just looks at game film, practice film, and then he identifies who the next blowout star is. He's already predicted.
Isn't Michael Barrett's coming back? Isn't he?
Oh,
I don't
He's
know.
got one more year.
Does he?
He played well second half. Decent.
He had a couple more reps, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, you're right, gentlemen. Well, instead of an off season full of intrigue and uncertainty, we head into the off season now with much more clarity and stability. Now that Jim Harbaugh is back as the head coach of the University of Michigan football team. So I'll raise my glass to that. Anything else, fellas? I'll take that as a no. Well, thanks for jumping on in this call. Boy, there was a lot of fireworks in this episode, that's for sure.
What?
What? What?
Let's go.
Everybody's like, shut up and just end it. So fine.
Hey, is this the 100th episode though?
I believe it is.
Wow, cool 100 to you guys. Hey, 100 episodes.
100 episodes of From the Shadows.
end it on a bang.
I raise my glass to that. And as always, we end it with Go Blue.
Go blue.
Go blue.
Go blue.